I, 28 meters, think my wife, 27F, is turning our relationship into one with physical abuse. I, 28 meters, think my wife, 27F, is turning our relationship into one with physical abuse. I know this is a sensitive topic, but I need some advice. I am afraid my wife is getting closer to frequent abuse of me. She hits me sometimes and it's starting to become more frequent and impacting her language, like, you don't like when I'm angry, and quite literally, if you keep talking I'm going to hit you with this plate. This just an example of recent interaction. I want her to see that it isn't okay, but whenever I try to bring it up she belittles me and tells me that I should NT care since I'm a man. I am starting to worry this will become more violent and may impact our kid as well. Any tips or advice would be appreciated. Thanks. Edit. Thank you to everyone reaching out. I really appreciate it. This is something I struggle with, verifying intensity, because I also have a past of very extreme violence from superiors when I was in the military, so having a third opinion is something I needed. I have been documenting incidences of this nature for almost a year. My main concern is my son. He is a toddler, so I was hoping I could fix this before his memory really started to form. Again, thank you. I want her to see that it isn't okay, but whenever I try to bring it up she belittles me and tells me that I should NT care since I'm a man. You need to leave her immediately. And take your child. Domestic violence is never okay. A regular poster Ebby 45 has some great resources for men experiencing abuse. Here's the link. https www.reddit.com/r/abusive-relationships/comments/yco1key/modpostupdate resources list formal/ UTM source equals share and UTM medium equals iOS app and UTM name equals iOS CSS and UTM content equals 2 and UTM term equals 1. If leaving is difficult at this time or you want full, partial custody, start by making a record journal of conversations. Threats. Record with your phone. There are apps to record phone conversations over telephone, I believe. Any conversations or threats that you can. If you can safely. If she harms you in any way, to leave physical evidence. Torn clothing, bruises, cuts, etc. Take photographs. Also try and date any photographs of household damage. Destroyed crockery, wallpaper torn down, holes in walls, broken windows, etc. With a newspaper or something with the date on it. My mother was abusive in nearly every way. My father immersed himself in his work and avoided the home to protect us kids when in fact she just turned her attentions to us. She may not ever change, and your safety and that of your child is more important right now. Yes. What is happening is already influencing your child. Be safe and best of luck. Leave. And get evidence to try for full custody. Abusers tend to lash out on other PPL when they don't get their way. You need to leave now before this destroys you. I'm a guy who was abused like this for years. It just keeps getting worse, and someday it'll be too much and you'll react. The reaction will become a world-shattering moment for you if you're a remotely normal person. I know it was for me. Took me about 4 years of being hit before I finally hit back blindly. I've never felt like I did in that moment in my life. You can see it everywhere, the way you'll be treated as if you were the abusive person. When she claims innocence and victimhood, you'll be the abuser, you'll be the problem. You deserve to be loved, you deserve to be treated like a person, not an object. You deserve to be happy. Don't let another person, no matter how much you care about them, use you. It'll hurt breaking free of a trauma bond, but once you have, you'll look back on this and realize how horribly you've been being treated. This isn't okay. Leave. Do you want your kid to end up in an abusive marriage? Because that is what will happen if you stay. You don't have the right to do this to your child. Never accept the unacceptable. Bet she's already been abusing your child. Now she's emboldened by the fact she got what she wants by threatening and hitting them. So why shouldn't she use the same tactics with you? Get as much proof as possible. Video if you can. And get away from her ASAP. Your wife isn't turning your relationship into one with physical abuse. She has already turned your relationship into one with physical abuse. Gender isn't an issue here. No one deserves to be hit or live in fear of being hit. Even if you are 300 pounds and she's 110 pounds and her fists don't cause any real pain, it is still abuse. The action of hitting someone is abuse. It causes emotional pain and damage, and sets a terrible example for your kid. Protect yourself and your child. Leave. There are no magic words you can say that will turn this abusive toad into a princess. Abusers don't change easily, and they don't change at all if they don't even admit it's a problem. You should leave. Starting to be abusive? It sounds like it's been abusive for a while. The first time anyone, man or woman, but doubly so if it's my partner, lays a hand on me in anger, I'm out the door, never to return. She needs some serious professional help, and this relationship needs to end immediately. I know a kid is involved, but your life is in danger and you're trying to bargain with her? It's going to be extremely difficult to get full custody, but you'll have to fight for it. Don't subject your child to an abusive woman. Record the abuse so you have proof and GTFO. It's not turning into abuse. You're already there. You need to get out of there. You need to nip this in the bud. Bro, this is not okay. Especially if she does become violent and you are forced to defend yourself. You will be seen as the bad guy more than likely. What would you say if your sister, best female friend, told you this happened? You need to leave. This is not a relationship that is turning into one with physical abuse. There already is physical abuse. You are not alone, although men rarely report when they are being abused. If you are in the US, go to this site. It's the National DV Hotline.org. https://www.thehotline.org. Tell her she doesn't get to define your boundaries. And physical violence is one of them. I am not sure what the recalcitrance is. But you need to be perfectly clear. If it continues, it will end your marriage, because it will. Do not sugarcoat it or protect her feelings. She needs to recognize the weight of her actions and their coming costs. Doing any less is disrespecting yourself and not arming her with full knowledge of the consequences. You are correct. It will escalate. And I know people are quick to use gaslighting as a term, but she is literally gaslighting you and hoping you live in fear so she can act however she wants. Document every single time she exhibits this behavior and take yourself and the child out of the environment. That is the only way to make her see that it isn't okay. And if she doesn't change, then you will have your answer. Good luck. Edited an autocorrect mistake. Turning implies present tense. It should be has turned, and you should stop being in denial. It's not okay and it will get worse.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.